A and K forever. Welcome into the Bro 4 Squad podcast. It is March Madness. This is one of our bro-backed segments celebrating the 20-year anniversary of the Marlon Wayans classic, The Sixth Man. I am your host, Jeff Hornacek. Let's go meet our starting lineup. Our own O'Grady in the lab, the mad scientist, Brian Banner. Brian, what's up, brosif?
I don't know if I should take offense to that or...
Offense, that's yes. Take offense.
Brian O'Banner. We can change it.
That's good.
I like that.
We now go in the paint to our enforcer from Serbia who dyed his hair bleach blonde for this occasion, Matt Geiger. Matt, how we living?
I could be a lottery pick next year, honestly, with the help of a dead man.
By the way,
awesome.
Does it bother anyone that they kept calling him a 7-footer and that dude was fucking 6'4" at the most?
He was 6'4". Yeah.
There's no question about it.
I'm insulted they tried to pass him off as 7-footer. If you have not listened to any of our Broback segments before, or any of our reviews, you know that the Bro 4 Squad has a tried and true criteria of 5 categories for rating all movies. They are acting and cast, the story, what's the best scene, the effects on pop culture, and re-watchability. So let's dive right into it. Geiger, what did you think about the cast of The Sixth Man?
I'm going to say the cast was fantastic here. Marlon Wayans, I loved him in this. Take him for what he is. I know a lot of white chicks and scary movie shit will be made here in a second, but you guys can do that. Kadeem Harrison?
Yeah, Hardison.
Was in actually White Man Can't Jump. He was Sidney Dean's kind of sidekick. He was in that movie. And there's some other actors in this too. I'll let you guys take the other guys that you like so much. But those were the top 2. I thought they played off each other very well. I thought they were funny when they need to be funny. I thought they were serious when they need to be serious. I really feel this movie a lot. There's a lot of times in this movie that the acting really almost kind of got to me, man. Almost made me shed a tear. So I thought the acting and casting was very well done in this movie.
Brian O'Banner.
Yeah, I don't think this should stick. I don't think we should keep going with calling me that.
The more you hate it, the more it's going to stick. Schoolyard
rules.
But
it's like almost...
Oh, that about that. It's my favorite ever. I love it. Look, I'm not a big Marlon Wayans fan, but this was probably his best role ever. He did a fantastic job. I think that's really all I'll say about it. Everybody knew their role. They played their part. And it was... Everybody did a good job. That's all. I mean, this is just a good job.
Yeah, this is peak Marlon Wayans. I did not know he had this in him. He's incredible. You feel everything that Kenny goes through in this. He's awesome. Kadeem Hardison as well. Perfect as Anton. Really sells their relationship, even though there's not much build-up to it on screen. I think Randall Miller, the director, did a fucking awesome job of that. But let's just call a spade a spade. They're the only 2 actors in this movie. St. Louis University's basketball coach is fucking O'Grady. The Serbian guy, I'm not even going to fucking waste my breath on him. And even Michael Michelle, who played RC, which, first off, is a fucking cola, not a person's name, I thought was horrible in this. And
it's a great
we'll get into this in story, but I just think like those 2 are great, and I understand the most important part of the movie, but everyone else like a joke.
What about David Paymer, the coach? I thought he did a very good job.
He's good, but he's like the quirky 90s dad. Like, I can't really buy him as a Division I basketball coach, but I didn't have too much of a problem with it.
Okay.
Let's go on to the story. Brian Banner, what did you think of the story of The Sixth Man?
It was okay. I mean, I'm not going to say that I loved it, but I didn't hate it either. It's a good story. I like the idea of rallying around a tragedy that happens, but then they kind of go off and, oh, he's a ghost and everybody should believe me and I'm going to help him. It's kind of got a little Angels in the Outfield-ish feel to it to me. So, like I said, I like it, but I don't love it. Geiger.
The story 30 minutes into this is actually a pretty heavy story. It shows you when they were kids, the brother connection they have. The father passed away of a heart attack. And then the older brother passed away, and the younger brother just was always kind of his sidekick and stuff, and he couldn't go on without him. I love the story until about an hour in, and then it got all loopy and Disney, and like, hey, a dead man's going to slap you on the face, and when I go on the date, I'm going to push your lips up against that. I didn't really like that part of it. I wish that it would have stayed a little more darker. You know, that's weird me saying that. But of course, yes, I wish it would stay a little more darker. But the first half hour of the story was actually very good and heart-wrenching, and the very end was good too. I just didn't really like the middle. Jeff?
Yeah, Geiger, you took the words right out of my mouth. The first act of this movie, I want to see that movie. That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
Tonally, this thing is all over the place. It's a very heartfelt, earned movie in terms of those emotional moments. And then it's a Wayans Brothers slapstick, like you said. Like, I thought I was fucking watching Flubber the second half of this. So, that's how that goes. I thought I was going to sneeze, but I didn't. Wow, maybe that was Antoine messing with me.
It is allergy season.
It's also, yeah, there's maybe a dead member of the pod who's Antoine is messing with me. Best scene in this movie.
Alex?
Geiger, what do you think? Best scene.
Best scene in this movie for me is after Anton dies and Kenny goes to the empty gym and his jersey's hanging in the rafters, and he's like, what am I supposed to do now? I can't do this alone. I need you. Whenever I saw this, actually a couple weeks ago, I said, this is what Tim Burton saw in this kid to play Robin in Batman 3 before the script was given to Joel Schumacher, and he took a shit on it and then made us all watch it. Marlon Wayans can act. He can. If you don't believe me, watch this movie. Yes, there is some Wayans brothers, stupid shit in here, but he can actually act in this. He is a very fantastic actor, and that's my favorite scene, man. I started crying during that because anyone that's ever lost a family member, that's kind of, him standing at his grave for the first time. He's like, man, what am I supposed to do now? I always went to you for, counseling and help. Now you're not here. What the fuck am I supposed to do with my life? Banner?
Yeah, I like the scene where he, in the beginning, when he misses the shot, and he's like, look, man, it's okay, like, we're brothers for life and everything. Like, it really shows that emotional connection that you have with a brother and how you're always going to be, and even if they weren't related and blood brothers, a best friend, and it shows how, look, two people can come together and they're always together forever. And it really started to set a good tone for a movie that I would love to see before, like you said, Disney got in the way, and it got that kind of slapstick, silly esque to it.
Yeah, and by the way, in that opening scene, I don't remember if it's Kenny or Anton, but he swats the shit out of that layup that kid was trying.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's not the gym.
Get that shit out of here.
That's weak shit. My favorite scene was actually the
Did he
first.
do the Matumbo to him?
He had. Well, that's a technical in church league. We know that. You know that personally.
Yeah.
My favorite scene was kind of similar to the one Geiger described. It's the first time Anton actually comes back to Kenny in the locker room. Mainly because I think it came at a point in the movie where, you think that it's going to be a total joke when you hear the premise of it. And then when you see that scene, you have hopes like, oh, wow, maybe they'll go a much more serious route and focus on their relationship more. Obviously, that doesn't come to fruition, but that scene gave me hope and was kind of the beginning of the end, though, in terms of like the tonal, at least the tone setup they'd done in the first third of the movie. Effects on pop culture, I'll go first. None. Most people don't even know what this movie is. Marlon Wayans' career has kind of made it hard to imagine that he could even be semi-serious in a movie. So, zero effect here for me. Geiger, what do you got?
Yeah, it's sad, but there's no effect. This movie was, like you said, Jeff, it was all over the place. I think a darker movie would have been good, but it would have kind of had a cult following. This doesn't have one actor that shines out at me. Nobody's actually in movies right now that anyone would want to see. So, yeah, there's no effects on pop culture to this movie. Brian?
Yeah, I mean, it's just another silly sports movie that kind of gets lost in the shuffle of a lot of 90s sports movies for me. No effect. It is what it is. You never even see it on TV anymore, so it's got nothing.
I think it is the only movie, though, basketball movie I know of that actually shows March Madness, the NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
All the other college basketball movies actually, they might talk about it, but they don't actually show it. Like, they actually went through rounds 1, 2, 3, all the way to the Final Four and the national championship where they played against UMass. I believe in the Final Four they played against Georgetown.
Yeah, but didn't Arizona win the 97 championship?
No, apparently University of Washington did. With Kenny Thompson.
Yeah, do you even sports, bro? Last category we have, re-watchability. Will you go back and re-watch this movie, Brian Banner?
No.
Geiger.
I will. I like this movie. It's fun for me. It gives a look into college sports. I like the tone of it sometimes. But yeah, whenever I watched it, man, I was having a lot of fun watching it. I was eating tacos and drinking beer and having a ball. So yes, I will rewatch.
Yeah, but
this.
you'll have fun watching anything if you're eating
That's
tacos
not
and
true.
drinking beer.
Whenever I have tacos and beer, I want to watch something cool.
I will probably not rewatch it,
Exploitation.
but I'm not like totally
So
against
Tuesday.
it. I'm Switzerland here. I think I fall kind of in the middle of you two. I probably will rewatch it, but I'm definitely not going to like seek this movie out at any point. So, all right, guys, we are the Bro 4 Squad. On that note, we are going to say farewell to you, but we're not dying like Antoine Tyler. For Matt Geiger in the paint, for our mad scientist Brian O'Banner, I am Jeff
God
Hornacek.
damn it, guys.
Be sure to check out our website, bro4squad.com. Like us on Facebook, Bro4Squad, 3 words. Follow us on Twitter, @Bro4Squad, and subscribe to us on YouTube and iTunes, Bro Force Squad. That's 3 words. Thank you guys, and we'll catch you at the end of March Madness.
We are not dyeing my hair orange.